Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at tricks that blew people's minds. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. Stop talking. If you want to get more information out of someone, just let them speak. There are times in a conversation that things stop. Most people want to feel this themselves, but don't. Let the other person do it. This is especially useful if you think the person and the story is full of crap. Oh, that's very true. It's also because this sometimes makes the other person nervous. Like, they're like, oh my god, did I say something wrong? Whenever my toddler refuses to do something, I start doing it. Then they get all angry because they want to do it. Reverse psychology, oh my god. Kids are like this, man. You tell them to do something and they don't want to do it. You do something and they want to do it. Working as a waitress, if I noticed a customer was getting particularly impatient and it looked like they were going to be rude to me when I went over, when I would take the food over, and before they got the chance to speak, I'd say something like, "So sorry for the wait, thanks for being so lovely about it." It seemed to catch them off guard and paint them as a nice guy in my eyes, and more often than not, the expression would change from pissed off to surprised, and then they'd say something like, "Oh, no problem, it's okay." So they could keep being the nice guy and feel good about themselves, and I avoid a chewing out. That's so smart. I feel like a lot of waiters or waitresses would just be like, "So sorry for the wait," and that's it. But this one is like,
"Thanks for being a lovely person. You're the nicest, you're the kindest person in this entire world. I love you."
So smart, that would make me feel good too, honestly. Even if I wasn't pissed, even if someone was just like, "Thanks for being so nice about it," I'd just be like, talking myself to sleep. I'll think things like, "My bed is so comfortable. Sleeping is so easy. I love sleeping. Sleeping is great." Instead of agonizing over why I can't sleep. Positively reinforcing myself is my new lullaby. Does this actually work? What? I've never tried this before. I might try it. I might. Oh, what though? You know how I always told you guys how I could never fall asleep fast? I think it's because I just never got any sun. Or I'd hardly go outside. Or but I just found out you being in the sun more makes you fall asleep faster at night. Because nowadays I've just been sitting outside in the sun because there's nothing else to do in lockdown. So I'll just be sitting outside in the sun, just chilling. And then every single night I'd be having a great sleep. So I think I figured it out. Just get more sun. Remember to wear your sunscreen and stuff though. So yeah. And wear a hat. You don't want your scalp to get burned. My first workplace trick that I still use regularly. People will procrastinate with their own work, but drop everything to quickly correct someone else's work. Example, Bill needs to provide a paragraph of text to go in your company's brochure. He's been dragging his feet forever and it's the last thing you're waiting on, but he keeps putting it off. Go to where his paragraph should be and write a bad version of what he's supposed to do. Don't invest more than 10 seconds. We do widget services. We are good at it. Our services are good for your widget needs. Send it to Bill saying, "Hey, I filled in the last paragraph about widget services. Can you check and make sure it meets your criteria? And I'll send it along to the boss for approval." You will have Bill's polished, fully composed text in about 10 minutes. Oh, that is so true because they don't want to be the one to be getting in trouble and stuff, Because if you fill in that crappy thing for them, and then they're like, "Ew, that's not what I'm about. Let me show you what I'm about," That's so frustrating though, because that's their work. They're supposed to do it anyways, and you have to be doing all this to get them to work. Come on, mate. I taught teenagers in a really tough London school. A colleague taught me a brilliant trick to get a kid to calm down when they are angry. Look at them calmly in the eye and say, "What do you want to happen next?" Most of the time, they were so caught up in emotion, they hadn't thought about the consequences. As soon as you prod them to think about consequences, most of them would calm down straight away. Ah, that's a good tip. That is smart though, because your emotions, sometimes they just take over you and you don't think about anything else. That's why some people, when they get so emotional, they just start doing crazy things, and then after that's done, they regret it. People are more likely to believe something you tell them if it's self-depreciating. You can make up some sort of lie, but if you add something negative about yourself in it, it sounds more believable. That's very true. If you put like something too positive about yourself, people are gonna be like, it's just full of crap, or he's full of crap. They're over-exaggerating. When you want or need something from someone, ask them for help with it. Rather than, hey, can you do this for me? Say, hey, can you help me with this? People are more inclined to be helpful than to just take on a task for you. They want to be important in your life, okay? They want to feel like they helped you with something. And I do just feel like it's more polite to ask it like this. Like, can you help me? Instead of, can you do this for me? You know? It's so impolite. Can you do this for me? Quickly, right now. Kill them with kindness. Nothing eats away at your enemies like that. Short, sweet, simple, and confident does the trick. You could get into a massive argument for hours, fight, cuss, spit, punch, and kick. Nothing will really burn them at the core quite as much as being nice to them. I believe it is a psychological trick because they usually don't expect it. They know your enemies, and it throws them into a loop and off guard. I bumped into my old boss recently. He had absolutely royally screwed me over before I quit. Stabbed me square in the back to protect his own hide. I gave him this huge smile and say, hey, good to see you. He gave a weird frown and returned, hi, how have you been? Better than ever, how about you? Fine. He made an obvious effort to keep walking and avoid a conversation. I bumped into him again before I left the place we were at and gave him a nod, nice smile, and the 3 fingers wave, sort of like a salute. This? I've never used that before. His face said it all. I hate that guy. Why is he happy? That's true, you know? If they're your enemy, they just hate to see you happy. So you being happy is just the best thing ever. Door in the face technique. Basically, someone who would have said no to a certain request if you asked initially is more likely to say yes to the request if you first ask for something so big that you know they'll say no. And then the thing you actually want seems reasonable by comparison when you ask it afterwards. That's smart. Because I feel like the person would feel a bit bad for saying no to the first one, and they'll just be like, the second one? Okay, I can at least do that much for you. All right. I'll help you with that. Smart. Honestly. Let's all use this. If you want people to like you, ask them for small favors they can easily do for you. Everyone likes to feel useful even if they don't realize it. This is why I've always heard that if you're in a meeting or interview and offered water or something, always say yes. Oh, so you make the interviewer feel special? I didn't know about this. You know, do you want some water? Oh yes, please. I was actually so thirsty. Thank you so much. You just saved my life. At a garage sale, my father wanted $5 for a desk. It sat all day. Eventually, he wrote $10 and $20 above the $5 and crossed them out, making it look like he'd dropped the price twice. It was gone in under 30 minutes. Wow. I feel like this is most stores as well, you know. The sale price is just what it's really worth, to be honest. But they just put it sale and then everyone's just going to buy it because it was supposed to be $100 but now it's $30. Oh my god, I must get it. Whatever you're scared of doing is only going to last 2 seconds. Then you'll blink and it will be months later and you'll wonder why you were even worried. I figured this out in 8th grade before a presentation I was terrified of giving, and I think of that moment every time I'm nervous to do something, and now I'm 28. Time flies. No point of worrying about it. So true. You know, before the presentation, you're like nervous for like a week. But when you actually do the presentation, it's only 3 minutes and you're done, right? It just annoys me how I'd always be so nervous before doing something. Like, I'm not even nervous about doing the thing, but I'm just nervous before doing it. It's so annoying. You know, like when I'm actually giving a presentation, I'm not nervous because, you know, I'm already here. I'm already starting talking. Why would I be nervous now? But before all that, I'd just be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Even going to like an appointment for something, I'd just be like, oh my god, oh my god. But at the appointment, I'm just like, minimizing. If you feel like something is a really big chore or you just can't get yourself to get up and go do something, minimize it to a small, insignificant part. Instead of doing all the garden work, say you're just going to take the tools out, so when you want to work, you can. 90% of the time, once you're up and doing the small thing, the big bad chore doesn't seem so bad now and you end up doing it. Oh my god. This is true. I do this. Like, I can't start something, you know, but once I start it, I just keep on going. If I don't start the thing, I will just never do it. But once I make up my mind to start it, I just keep going. So I do feel like starting to do something is just really hard. But if you really want to do it and if you really need to do it, start it. Just start like a tiny bit, you know? It's just like doing your assignment or something. Just write the title or something. just write the title, okay? And then eventually you'll start to do it. Hopefully. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.